Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. This is Nazar Ibrahim from Teaching by SM. We will be discussing today further questions of trigonometry, right? And this is 0580 course, right? Different questions will be discussed regarding trigonometry. One by one, we will be discussing uh, solutions and for each and every solution we will be discussing first about its fundamentals, right? So starting from the first question, one thing which I want to mention before starting, that the cause of making these videos is to support Palestine, and whatever funds we will be getting from the first 6 months we will donate directly those funds to the Palestinian people for the sake of the for the sake of giving benefit and helping them all, right? Jazakallah. So kindly please support this cause and watch these videos, inshallah they'll help you. Okay, so the first question which we can see over here is um, trigonometry. The diagram shows a pyramid. You can see it's a pyramid, right? A, B, C, D, E. The pyramid has a square horizontal base. You see, we are informed that it's a square based pyramid. Its base is a square, right? And you know the property of a square, all sides are same. Since you can see that this is 5, this is 5, of course, this will also be a 5, and this will be 5 as well. Okay, the vertex E is vertically above the center O of the base, right? Okay, the vertex E is vertically above the center O. The height OE of the pyramid, which is given to us, is 9 centimeter. Calculate the angle that EC, this side EC, makes with the base ABCD. Right? We want to calculate the angle that side EC makes with the base ABCD. So first, to calculate this angle, we will make a line on this square base, which will be joining from A to C, right? Okay. Now we want to calculate this angle, the angle which the side EC is making with the base, right? So first, let's consider this triangle, that is OCE. OCE, right? So this is E, this is O, and this is C. What we have, first let us see that we have OE, which is 9 centimeter, okay, um, and we don't have EC, we don't have OC, right? So definitely, in order to make take out this angle which the side EC is making with the base, we should know at least two sides, right? In order to solve any triangle, right angle triangle, we should know that we should have two sides to use trigonometric ratios, right? So let's first think of which side we can calculate. Now, if you see this side, we have a square base, right? So if we see this triangle ABC, right? ABC. Let us make this first. Okay. So if I name it first, this is A, this is C, and this is B. What I know over here is that AC, OC basically, OC is basically half of AC since it's a square, right? So OC is half of AC. If I calculate AC, I can calculate OC as well, which is required over here, right? So let us see which dimensions we have. AB is 5 centimeter and BC is 5 centimeter as well, right? Okay. 5 and 5. So first AC, you know this is a right angle triangle. So using Pythagoras theorem, we can calculate the hypotenuse over here. So h square is equals to b square plus p square. It means hypotenuse square is equals to base square plus perpendicular square. 5 square plus 5 square, right? Let us use the calculator. So okay, after taking out square root, we are getting the hypotenuse as 5 root 2, right? So AC is equals to 5 root of 2. Clear? Okay, now what we wanted was OC, which is half of AC, right? So just dividing AC by 2, it means that 5 root 2 upon 2. So in order to calculate OC, which is half of AC, right? I divided 5 root 2, which is AC, by 2. So the answer is 5 root 2 upon 2, right? So I got OC, which is 5 root 2 upon 2. Okay. Now going further, I want to calculate the angle, right? So angle C, right? Recalling the trigonometric ratios, so Tua, we can see that we have opposite side and we have adjacent side. So SOH no, CAH no, TOA TOA, tangent. So tangent C is equals to opposite upon adjacent, right? So opposite is 9 and adjacent is 5 root 2 upon 2. Okay, definitely we should first simplify this. So 2 will go over here after reciprocating. So it will be 9 into 2 upon 5 root 2. Right. Now putting this in calculator and taking its inverse. So C is equals to tangent inverse the value. Let's see what calculator gives us when you put the values. So 9 into 2 upon 5 root 2, right? Is giving me 2.545. So 2.54 and 5. So calculating tangent inverse, we are getting 68.55, right? So the angle which the side EC which is making with the base ABCD is 68.55. See, it's easy. So let's go to the next question. Let us first erase this. Okay. Second question, solve the equation 7 sine x plus 2 is equals to 0. So to solve any question, what we do is that accept the variable which is sine x, move the other terms over there. So 7 sine x plus 2 will go over there, it will be minus 2. Right now 7 is multiplying with sine x, it will go in the denominator. 7x is equals sine x is equals to minus 2 upon 7. Clear? So now taking sine inverse, minus 2 upon 7. So the answer of this angle is x is equals to minus 16.6. Now the issue is that what answer we are getting, it's not included in the range given to us in the question, because it is saying that x should lie between 0 to 360, right? Now let's make the 4 quadrants and let's see what is the scenario over here. We should know one thing over here, that is the base angle. The first angle which we get if it's in the first quadrant, right, uh, means acute angle. So we consider it as our base angle. And what the second thing which we are getting from here is the sine. It's negative, right? So negative sign means that the angle is not anti-clockwise, it's clockwise from the answer. This is somewhere here, right? This is the angle which we have according to the question, but since it's not included in the range, we will not take this angle as the answer, right? Now how to calculate the answer? So first we should see that the answer of sin x is negative. So negative means, let me first discuss the four quadrants. In the four quadrants, the first quadrant has all sign positive, all positive. In the second quadrant, we have just sign positive. Third quadrant, we have just tangent positive. And in the fourth quadrant, we have just cos positive, right? So since the answer of sine is coming negative, we should see the quadrants, that which quadrant our angle should lie in, right? So according to the quadrants which I have made and the ratios I have written over here, it should come in mind that it should be lying in the third and fourth quadrant, because the first quadrant all positive, no, sign is negative, sign positive, no, second quadrant, no, third or and fourth. Now how to calculate the angle in the third and fourth quadrant? Let us see that. Our base angle, which is 16.6, right? So the angle, the line should be lying somewhere over here in the third quadrant, right? So if I calculate this angle, it will be starting from this should be the first angle. And since I said that the base angle, we should remember that it is always same, right? So this is 16.6, right? So it means that 180 plus 16.6, 180, because two quadrants 180, one quadrant 90, second quadrant 90, 180. 180 plus 16.6 will give me the first angle, which is 196.6. So the first angle which we have got is 196.6. X is equals to 196.6. Now what should be the second angle? You see, the fourth quadrant is always already having a angle, right? So starting from the first, the second angle should be from starting from here till here, and 90, 90, 90, 270, and this is 360. So if I subtract 360 from this 16.6, I will get my required angle. So 360 minus 16.6 is giving me 343.4, right? So the second angle is 343.4. You see, so the first thing which you should remember while solving these kind of questions is that what sign we have of the particular ratio in the question. Secondly, you should see the four quadrants, that which quadrant our angle should lie in, right? And third, you should see the base angle. In seeing these 3 points, we can solve any question. Clear? Okay, let's move to the next. Question number 42, right? The diagram shows a triangular prism. This is a triangular prism. Okay, we are informed BPC 90 degree. Okay, BPC is 90 degree, and we have three dimensions. AB 12. Secondly, BP 5 centimeter and PC 4 centimeter. Right, three dimensions are given to us. Calculate AC. We have to calculate this line AC, right? Okay, so we have to draw first this line, right? In order to calculate AC, okay, you see a triangle is formed APC, right? In order to calculate AC, I have one dimension, one side PC. I don't have AP, right? If I get to know about AP, then I can calculate easily AC by using the Pythagoras theorem, right? So first drawing the triangle APC. This is a triangle APC, right? A, P and C. PC is 4 centimeter, AP I don't know, and AC I have to find, right? Secondly, if I see on the base, I have APB, okay, which is again a right angle triangle APB, and I have two sides of that, right? APB. Okay, APB, AP and B. We have BP 5 centimeter, we have AB 12 centimeter. So we can calculate AP by using Pythagoras theorem, and what it says that hypotenuse square is equal to base plus perpendicular square plus base square, right? So H, which is AP, is equals to 12 square plus 5 square. Taking the square in calculator, 5 square plus 12 square, I am getting 13, right? So hypotenuse, which is AP, is equals to 13 centimeter, right? So AP is found, which is 13 centimeter. Okay, now I had to find AC, which again can be found out by the same Pythagoras theorem. Hypotenuse square is equals to 13 square plus 4 square, right? Again taking it's a square root, 13 square plus 4 square. So it's 13.60. So we are getting 13.60. This is AC, right? Okay, so we have found out AC 13.60. Moving to the next part, calculate the angle between AC and the base ABPQ. The line AC and the base ABPQ, right? So it is basically this angle, right? And as I have just solved this triangle, I have AC, which is 13.60. I can use any trigonometric ratio as I have all the three sides, right? So let's choose sine. Okay, so sine is basically SOHCAHTOA, right? So sine is equals to opposite upon hypotenuse. What is the opposite side? 4 centimeter. So sine theta is equals to opposite upon hypotenuse, right? Okay, let's keep it in the calculator and take sine inverse. What we are getting is 4 upon 13.60, 17.10, right? So the angle which we are getting, which the side AC is making with the base ABPQ, is 17.10 degrees. Clear? So that was all regarding this question. Let's move to the next. Okay. Question number 43. Tangent x is equals to root 3, right? A positive value. The range is 0 to 360. That is, it cannot be negative. Find all the possible values of x. Let's first take out the first value, right? So x is equals to tangent inverse root 3. Let's see what angle do we get, right? So shift tangent inverse, putting in calculator, root 3, we are getting 60 degrees, right? So the first angle which we are getting is 60. Let's make the Cartesian plane. And the first angle is 60 degrees, which is also our base angle, right? So the first value we have got 60 degree. Second value, for that we have to see that which quadrant is tangent positive. You see, all sine, tangent, cos. So you see tangent is positive in the third quadrant, right? So the second angle should lie in the third quadrant. Since base is 60, so definitely base angle is 60, so this will also be 60, right? Okay, so the angle will be starting from here to this part. This is total is 180, and adding 60, 180 plus 60 will give us 240 degrees. So the second angle is 240 degrees. Clear? Okay, let's move to the next. Question number 44. The bearing of B from A is 059. Okay, for bearings we should know that where the bearing is starting from, right? The second alphabet. So if I'm saying the bearing of B from A, it means that from the north of A to B. From the north of A to B. It means the angle will be from the north of A to B is this angle, which is 059 according to the question given to us. Right? Now the requirement of the question is work out the bearing of A from B. So first we need to see, we will make north line from B. Wait, let me make that first. This is the basically north line of B, and the bearing of A from B. It means the from the north of B to A, right? From the north of B to A. This is the angle which we have to find out. But if we find out this angle, so we can subtract it from 360 in order to get the bearing, right? And we know since these are two parallel lines, and so the line from A and to this north, and the line from B to the north, of course these two are parallel lines, so the angle between these two are supplementary, right? It means that 059 plus, I'm naming it as x, is equals to 180 degrees. So it means x is equals to 180 minus 59 is equals to 121. Right, so this is basically 121. Now if it is 121, whole is 360, subtracting 360 from 1 to 1, 239. So the bearing of A from B is 239. Clear? Let's move to the next. Question number 45. We have sketched the graph of sine x, y is equal to sine x for x ranging from 0 to 360, right? So here we should have in mind the general curve of sine x. The sine x curve is always like this. This is the general curve, right? We should first mark the points, that is 90, 180, 270 and 360. You should know 3 to 4 points. It means that for sine 0, you should know that sine 0 is 0, and so it means that the first point should be like this, and sine 90 is equals to 1. It means your point will be starting from this. Then you should know that sine 80 is equals to 180 is equals to 0, and sine 270 is equals to minus 1, and again sine 360 is equals to 0, right? So it will start from here, it will go like this to here, come like here, and it will finish at 360 like this, right? So its curve is always like this, sine curve, right? Very easy. Okay, let's move further. Solve the equation 3 sin x plus 1 is equals to 0. It means that first solving the equation, separating the variable sin x. So 3 sin x is equals to plus 1 go over there. It will be minus 1. 3 will go in the denominator. It will be minus 1 upon 3. Sine is negative, right? And we are given the range from 0 to 360, right? So taking sine inverse of minus 1 upon 3, I am getting the answer minus 19.47, right? So sin x is equals to minus 19.47, which cannot be the answer according to the range given to me, right? So I'll again make a Cartesian plane, right? And we'll see over here there what we can do, right? Since it's negative, it means it will be lying somewhere here clockwise, and wait, let me make this first. Okay, negative means clockwise, right? This is the base angle as well, as I know that the acute angle which I find it out is always the base angle, right? So and then I have to see that the since sine is negative, so A no, S no, third and the fourth quadrant our angle will be in, right? So this is the third, this is the fourth. In order to calculate the first angle, this will be my first angle, which will be 180 plus 19.47, right? 180 plus 19.47. I'm getting 199.47. So my first angle is 199.47. And the second angle will be starting from here to this part. So it means that 360 minus this part. 360 minus 19.47 in the calculator, I'm getting 340.53. 340.53. Clear? Let's move further. Hope everybody is understanding all the questions. Okay, the bearing of B from A is X and the bearing of A from B is Y. You see, when it is saying from B, it means from the north of B to A. And if it is saying from A, bearing of B from A, it is from the north of A to B, right? Okay, we are given the ratios x ratio y is equals to 2 upon 2, x ratio y is equal to 2 ratio 7, right? Okay, we have to calculate the value of y, right? So x ratio y can be written as x upon y is equals to 2 ratio 7 can be written as 2 upon 7. Secondly, if this is x, so this part, since again parallel lines, the two angles between are supplementary, it means if this is x, so this will be 180 minus x, right? Clear? So in total this angle whole is angle at a point which is equals to 360. It means that 180 minus x plus y is equals to 360. I want to calculate the value of y. If I make x subject over here, right? So x is equals to 2 upon 7y, and I substitute this value over here, the whole thing will go in variable y, and then I can calculate that easily. So 180 minus, in place of x I'm putting 2 upon 7y plus y is equals to 360, right? So 180 will go over there, and y minus 2 upon 7y is equals to 360 minus 180, right? So 1 minus 2 upon 7y, it means that it will be 5 upon 7, right? 5 upon 7y is equals to 360 minus 180 will give me 180, right? Moving further, so this will be y is equals to 180 multiplied by 7 upon 5, right? So 180 multiplied by 7 divided by 5, I'm getting 252, right? So y is equals to 252 degrees. Clear? Okay. Question number 47. Again, ratio question, right? We first need to move the coefficients and constants. So 3 sine x plus 3 will go over there. It will be minus 3. So 1 minus 3 is minus 2. And 3 will go in the denominator, minus 2 upon 3. Again, it's negative. So if I make the Cartesian plane now, our we have A, no, S, no, T and C, third and fourth quadrant, because sine is negative in both, right? So one angle will be in this and one angle will be in this, right? Let's first take sine inverse. So sine inverse, to get the base angle, minus 2 upon 3. So I'm getting minus 41.8, right? This cannot be the answer according to the given range of the question, which is not negative, just positive. So minus 41.8 clockwise, right? So if I want to calculate the first angle, it will be from here to here, and the second angle will be from here to here. So for first angle, 180 plus 41.8, 180 plus 41.8, it is giving me 221.8. So the first angle is 221.8. And for the second angle, this whole four quadrants sum up to 360, minus this part, I'll get my angle. So 360 minus 41.8 is 318.2. So 318.2 is the second angle. Clear? Okay, let's move further. Question number 48. It's a triangle, and we are asked to find out BC, and we are given this angle, angle A, angle B, and side AB is given to us, right? I can calculate the third angle, as sum of all angles in a triangle is 180 degree. It means that 115 plus, I name it this angle as x, 115 plus 35 plus x is equals to 180, right? So x is equals to 115 plus 35 will give me 150, right? So x is equals to 180 minus 150, which is equals to 30 degrees. So this is now 30 degrees, right? Okay ji, this is 30 degrees. Okay, now we will see which law should be applied. As we can see, it's a non-right angle triangle. It means that trigonometric ratios can't be used. Other than that, we have sine law and cosine law, right? Let's see about sine law. We have one side and one angle and its opposite side we have. Okay, and we have second angle and we don't know its opposite side. It means one unknown, so sine law can be applied. So sine 115 upon the opposite side, which is BC, which is unknown to me, is equals to sine 30 and its opposite side 7 centimeter, right? So if I want to calculate BC, it will go over there, right? 7 will come over here, sine 30 will come downstairs, in the denominator. So sine 115 multiplied by 7 upon sine 30 is equals to BC, right? Okay, let's put it in the calculator. Sine 115 multiplied by 7 upon sine 30 is giving me 12.68, right? 12.68 centimeters. Clear? Okay, let's move further. Question number 49. Graph of cos, right, from 0 to 360. Again, as I told you about sine, the curve is like this. For cos, the curve is like this, right? We should keep in mind. We should learn this, right? So for the cos curve, it is like this. Now let's first write the values. That is 90, 180. This is 270 and 360. Okay, cos graph starts from 1 because cos 0 is equals to 1, right? It starts from here. Cos 90 is equals to 0, cos 180 is equals to minus 1, and cos 270 is equals to again 0, and cos 360 is equals to again 1, right? So the 5 points, it starts like this, joins like this, and it comes here, like this. Here is the curve of the cos x, and we should keep in mind that this is sketching, not plotting, right? So you just need to draw a rough sketch, so not much precise. Clear? Okay, let's move. Cos x is equals to minus 1 upon 2. We have to solve this equation. We don't need to move anything over there because it's already all the things are on the right hand side. We just need to check cos inverse. Minus 1 upon 2, I am getting 120 degree. Okay, it is lying between this range. So the first angle is 120 degree because it is lying between this range. Now we should know that since the answer is negative, we should first make the Cartesian plane, right? 120 means that it is in the second quadrant, right? 90 plus. So it is this part, right? 120 degrees. Okay, now this is A, this is sine. Of course cos is negative, that's why it's in the second quadrant. Third tangent, and fourth cos, so it will not be in the first and fourth, second and third quadrant. Now let's make a line in the third quadrant. Okay, now how to calculate this angle? It means the angle starting from this to this part. We all know this is 180. What is this part? So since the when we were first calculated 120, it was here from starting from this to this line. This is the base angle which is forming here. So if I see this is 180, 180 minus 120 will give me 60 degrees. So this is 60, which is my base angle, right? This is 60, so this will also be 60, that is base angle. So 180 plus 60 will give me the required angle, which is 180 plus 60, I'm getting 240, right? So 180 plus 60, that is 240 degrees. Clear? Okay, let's move further. Question number 50 again is required to draw a sine curve. I just make in a rush because we have done it previously. This is 90, This is 180, this is 270, and this 360, right? It will be starting from this part. This was the first sine 0 0, sine 91, sine 180 0, right? And sine 270 minus 1 and 360, right? This will be somewhere like this. Clear? Okay, Ji. Let's move further. Okay, 3 minus 2 sine x is equal to 13 upon 4. An equation. Let's first solve it. Since it's minus 2 sine x, let us move it on the right hand side. So 13 upon 4 comes over here, and minus 2 sine x over there. Because we are always working towards the variable should be positive, right? So 3 minus 13 upon 4 is equals to minus 2 sine x will go over there. It will be 2 sine x. Right, now 3 minus 13 upon 4 is giving me minus 1 upon 4, right? So minus 1 upon 4 is equals to 2 sine x. So 2 is multiplying with sine x, it will go in denominator, it will be minus 1 upon 4 2s are 8. Clear, boys? Okay, now just take sine inverse of minus 1 upon 8. Of course it's negative, so our angle is also negative, which is not required, and that will be our base angle minus 7.18018. Okay, let's make a Cartesian plane again. So minus 7.18 means the angle should be in this side, right? Somewhere here, and this is minus 7.18. 7 negative just tells us about the sign or the direction. It's clockwise, right? Now we should know that since it's negative, the answer we have got is negative, so it means that it will not be in the first, not be in the second, it will be in the third and the fourth quadrant, right? So this will be one of the angle, and the second is this. So how to make them? First angle is this 180 plus 7.18. 180 plus 7.18 is giving me 187.18. So the first angle is 187.18. 187.18. And the second angle, which will be forming from here to this part, again 360 minus 7.18. 360 minus 7.18. So it is 352.82. So the second angle is 352.82. Clear? So both of these angles are lying between this range, right? Let's move further. Question number 51. We have diagram shows the position of three ships A, B, and C. AC is equal to 17.6. Okay. BC 12.8 kilometers, and angle BAC 25 degree. Okay. The bearing of C from B is 112. The bearing of C from B is not okay. So C is 112, and angle ABC is obtuse. Angle ABC. This is obtuse. Okay. Calculate the bearing of B from A. The bearing of B from A, right? It means that from the north of A, if I make this line like this, right, from the north of A to B, right, the bearing of B from A. This is the bearing of B from A, right? So to calculate this angle, I need this angle, right, which I don't have. So first think about this angle, which I can calculate using the sine or cosine law. Let's see what applies over here. Okay, so as we can see, we have one pair of side and angle. So we have one pair of side and angle, that is angle A and its opposite side 12.8 kilometers, right? Secondly, I have to calculate angle B and the opposite side is known to me, so I can easily apply sine law, right? So sine 25 is equals to sine 25 upon what 12.8 kilometers is equals to sine B, which is unknown to me, upon 17.6. Right, so sine B is equals to sine 25 multiplied by 17.6, right, upon 12.8. So using the calculator, see what angle we are getting. Sine inverse sine 25 multiplied by 17.6 upon 12.8. I'm getting the ratio 0.581. Now taking its sine inverse 35.52, right? So the angle is 35.5, which I am getting using the sine law. But what the question is saying that ABC is obtuse, right? It's not an acute angle. Again, I will make a Cartesian plane, right? And what I know is that sine is, if this is 35, right? It's in the first quadrant. So in the second quadrant, this is base angle, right? It will be having the same value if I take this angle, which is 180 minus 35.5, and that is 144.5. So the angle, obtuse angle, is 144.5, right? That was all regarding this angle. Now what we are concerned with, so we are concerned with the bearing of B from A, right? This angle, and we need to find out this angle in order to find this. So we have found out this. So angle at a point is 360, right? So let's rub this off. So 144.5 plus 112 plus, let me make this x. So plus x is equals to 360 degrees, right? Since it's angle at the point, the whole is 360, right? So 144.5 plus 112 is 256.5. So x is equals to 360. I'll move over there. It will be 256.5, right? So 360 minus 256.5 is giving me 103.5. X is equals to 103.5. So this is basically 103.5. And again, a similar property which is applied again. It's two parallel lines. The two angles sum up to 180 complementary. So 180 minus 103.5 will give me the bearing of B from A, which is 76.5, right? It means that 103.5 plus this was x again. I suppose it x. So solving it, 180 minus 103.5 is 76.5. Clear? That's about this question. Let's move to the next part. Next question. Okay, here in this question, we are having a triangle. Two sides UW, UV are known. Basically, these are three towns, U, V, and W. Right? U is due west of V, and angle UVW. UVW. Whenever the angle is written like this, so in the middle of the alphabet, this is the alphabet where the angle is forming, right? So this is 125. Okay, ji. Calculate the bearing of U from W. U from W. Okay, here we are to find out the bearing of U from W, right? It means that this angle is required. This whole angle is required. Let's first over here make this 90. If I make this line, so this is breaking the angle in two parts, right? One is the 90 degree, and the other part, by subtracting 125, I am getting 35. So the other part is 35. Why I made this? Because if I make a straight line over here as well, right? I want to calculate the angle from north of W to U, right? Which is my bearing required. So this is definitely will be 180, and this angle, you see, this is alternate angles. So if this is 35, so this is also 35. This is whole is 180, this is 35, right? And I want to calculate now just this angle to calculate my bearing, right? Now we can see about applying the sine laws. Okay, sine law, let's see. This is 62.4 kilometer, and the opposite angle I know. It means one pair is known regarding the sine law, and secondly, one side 27.3 kilometers is known to me, and the opposite angle is the required angle. So I can apply easily sine law. So 62.4 upon sine 125 is equals to 27.3 upon x, right? For example, sine w. Okay, now after simplification, sine w will go over here, 62.4 will come over here, sine 125 will go over here. So it means that 27.3 multiplied by sine 125, right, upon 62.4. Let's put these all values in the calculator. 27.3 multiplied by sine 125 upon 62.4, right? So 0.358 is the required value. This is sine w. Now let's see what is the inverse of it. 0.358 sine inverse 21, right? It's 21 degrees. So this is 21. It means 180 plus 35 plus 21 is the required bearing, that is 236, right? So the bearing of U from W is 236 degrees. Clear? Let's move further. Again, the sketch of cos theta as we have done earlier. Also, let's first just mark the values, that is 90 and 270, right? I previously told that cos curve starts from 1 because cos 0 is equals to 1, right? And cos 90 is equals to 0, and cos 180 is equals to minus 1, 270 again 0, and 360 again 1, right? So it starts like this, and it goes on like this, right? Yeah. Okay ji. Second part, solve the equation 5 cos x plus 3 is equals to 0, right? Let's move the unknown unwanted values. Plus 3 will go over there, minus 3, and 5 will come in the denominator, minus 3, right? Okay, now since cos is negative, let's first take out cos inverse minus 3 upon 5. I'm getting 126.8, right? So x is equals to 126.8, which can be one of the value because it is lying between these two, between the range. So let's make the Cartesian plane, right? The first value is 126.8, second quadrant, right? 126.8, right? Now the base angle 180 minus 126.8, it is giving me 53.2. So the base angle is 53.2, right? I know that not A, not S is done, first second quadrant is done, and third quadrant, yes, the third quadrant will be the second angle with lying in, right? So somewhere like this, and the angle forming will be starting from here to this part, right? This is again the base angle, so simply 180 plus 53.2 will give me the second angle, that is 233.2. So the second angle is 233.2 degrees. Clear? Let's move further. Question number 54. We have a triangle, two sides 92.5, 71 known, and we are given we are also told that this angle is acute, which we are to find out, and the area of the triangle is 2143 centimeters square. Okay, now we don't know that it's a right angle triangle, so definitely we cannot apply the simple triangle area formula, that is half base into height. So we will see the other formula, that is area is equals to half AB sine C, right? Since two sides are known and the included angle is the required angle, and area value is 2143. Okay, 2143 is equals to half A is equals to 71. Whatever we can keep A and B, it's not fixed, then 2.5, and the angle sine x. Okay, so 2 will go over there, 2143, and 71 and 92.5 will come directly over here. Okay, so simplifying this all, keeping calculator, 2143 multiplied by 2 upon 71 multiplied by 92.5. So that is 0.653. Sin x is equals to 0.653. Let's take sine inverse of the answer, 40.76. Right, the angle is 40.76 degrees. Clear? Let's move further. Question 55, again a similar type of a question. Minus 3 is already over there, so just move 5 in the denominator, right? Taking its sine inverse, minus 3 upon 5, right? I'm getting minus 36.8. So the answer is minus 36.86, right? Which is definitely not the requirement of the question. So this will form our base angle, right? And I've repeated twice or thrice that this minus is just for the direction. It means that the angle is clockwise, right? This is minus, this is 36.86. Okay, so since no both are positive, right? So third and fourth quad. Okay, so the first angle will be forming from here to here, and the second angle will be from this to this part. right? So 36.86 is the base angle. So 180 plus 36.86, right? Since the angle is from here to this part, so this is 180, two quadrants, and this is base angle, so 36.86. It is 216.86. 216.86 is my first angle in the third quadrant, since the answer is negative. That's why. And the second angle will be the whole is 360. So 360 minus 36.86. Right, I'm getting the second angle, that is 323.14. Clear? Okay, let's move further. Question number 56. Right, we are having, so 105 degree and 16.2, a pair of opposite side and angle known, and we are required to find out this angle, and the opposite side is known, so we can simply apply the sine law, right? So sine 105 upon 16.2 is equals to sine y upon 8.3, right? So sine y is equals to 8.3, will go over there, simply sine 105 multiplied by 8.3 upon 16.2, right? So let's put the values in the calculator. Sine 105 multiplied by 8.3 upon 16.2, and taking the sine inverse, I'm getting 29.66, which can be taken as 30 degrees, right? So y is equals to 30 degrees. Let's move further. Question number 57 is again the graph of a cos x. So we are not taking it, right, as we have done it twice in the video. Okay, cos x is equals to 0.21. Find the reflex angle. Okay, reflex angle, right? Let's see. Since cos is positive, so it will be first in the first quadrant, and the second angle will be in the, let's write this A S T C. So definitely in the fourth quadrant will be positive, right? So the second angle will be this. So first angle is this, and second angle will be, which is the reflex angle. So let's first find out the first angle. Cos inverse 0.21, shift cos inverse 0.21, 77.87, right, which is not the required angle, and since it's the base angle, so 360 minus base angle, so 360 minus 77.87 is giving me 282.13, so that is the required reflex angle, 282.13. Clear? Let's move further. Question number 58. We are having the diagram shows a cuboid A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. We have A, B, we have B, C, we have C, G, right? And we have to calculate the angle diagonal BH makes with the face ADHE, right? So face ADHE, we'll make this line, and we can make this line as well. So we should know that which triangles we are discussing, right? So in order to calculate this angle which the line BH, diagonal BH is making with the face ADHE, right, we need two sides. One is known, one is known to us. Let us make this triangle A, H and B. Right? So what we know over here is A, B, H. AB is 15.1 centimeter. We don't know AH, right? And we are asked to find out this angle which BH is forming with this, right? So definitely two sides should be known in order to calculate any angle in a right angle triangle, right? It is looking that as if it's not a right angle triangle, but assuming that since it's a 3D, so this is a right angle triangle. This is a 90-degree, right? Okay, now calculating AH, I think it's easy because we know that this side is 9.2, it's a cuboid, so this is 9.2, and this side EH is equivalent to AD, which is equal to BC, that is 4.5. So let's consider this triangle, another triangle, EANH. This is EH, this is this side, and right. So this is E, this is H, and this is A. Okay, and we know EA, that is 9.2. We know EH, that is 4.5, and AH is required. Since it's a right angle triangle, so applying the Pythagoras theorem, so hypotenuse is equals to 4.5 square plus 9.2 square, right? 4.5 square and taking its square root, right? I am getting the answer as 10.24. So this is after getting the square root, taking the square root. So this is 10.24. So we have got AH, that is 10.24. Now I can apply the trigonometric ratio by seeing that which ratio should be applied. Since we know opposite of this angle and we know adjacent, so tangent will be the appropriate trigonometric ratio. So tangent H is equals to TOA, opposite 15.1 upon 10.24. Let's see what angle comes. So shift tangent inverse 15.1 upon 10.24. 55.85 the angle, the required angle is 55.85, right? This is the angle which the diagonal BH is making with the face ADH. Clear? This 55.85. Okay, let's move further. Question number 59. We are having a bearing question, right? As we can see it from the diagram as well. The bearing, find the bearing of Q from P. Bearing of Q from P. It means from the north of P to Q, right? Clear? What we have over here is this angle 39. So if this is 39, so this will be 90 minus 39 because it's perpendicular forming, right? So this is 51. If this 51, so we know that since these are parallel lines, so the angle between the two angles, this Q and P, will sum up to 180. It means supplementary. So 180 minus 51, I will get this angle, that is 129. Now I have to calculate the bearing of Q from P. It means this portion, right? So this whole is angle at a point 360. So 360 minus 129 will give me the required bearing. So 360 minus 129 is 231. So 231 is the required bearing. Clear? Let's move further. Question number 60. Okay, We are having again a triangle. Two sides RQ and PQ are known to us. One angle which is forming between RP and PQ, that is 42. Calculate the obtuse angle PRQ. PRQ, it means that this angle should be calculated. Let's see first using sine law. So a pair of opposite sides and angle known, and the side opposite to this angle is known. Okay. So sine 42 applying sine law upon 13.5 centimeter is equals to sine r upon 18, right? So 18 will go over there. Sine r or sine PRQ, both are same, right? Sine 42 multiplied by 18 upon 13.5, right? So let's put the values. Sine 42 multiplied by 18 upon 13.5. So that is 0.892, right? And if I take the inverse of that, let's see what angle comes. Shift sine inverse 0.892, 63.12. So I am getting 63.12, but the issue is that this is not the required angle. Why? Because it has been asked about the obtuse angle and it's an acute angle, right? So to take out the obtuse angle, again I'll simply make a partition plane and we see, we know that the one angle of sine is in first quadrant, and the same angle, the same value we can get it in the second quadrant. So if this is 63.12, this is a base angle. Again, this is also 63.12, and to calculate the angle from the first quadrant like this, right? This is the required angle. So 180 minus 63.12 will give me the required angle, that is 116.88. So the obtuse angle PRQ is 116.88. Clear? Okay, let's move further to the last question, inshallah. So here in this question we have a cuboid and we have three sides known. We are informed that M is the midpoint of HG. So since HG is same as EB, so it means that the whole is 14. So HM is 7 and MG is 7. Alright, this is the information we are getting from the question. Now calculate BM. So in order to calculate BM, first I am making the line from BM to the base A, B, C, D, and from that base to this side, right? So this is I'm naming this point as maybe C, D, F, G, H, I. I'm naming it as I, and now I'm making the triangle, this triangle, that is BM, BMI, right? This is B, this is M, and this is I. So I want to calculate BM and I have MI. So MI is again a line parallel to GC and equal, so it is 8 centimeter, right? BI don't know. Now if I see over here, there is another triangle forming, that is BIC, which I need to work on to calculate BI, right? Okay, let's make this triangle BIC. Right, so in BIC, so this is C, this is B, and this is I, right? So IC will again be 7 centimeter because it is just half of BC, right? And BC is 5 centimeter. So I can calculate BI by using the Pythagoras theorem. So hypotenuse square is equal to 5 square plus 7 square, and taking its square root, 5 squared plus 7 squared, right? It is 8.60. So this is 8.60 centimeters. This is B at, right? Using the value of BI over here, 8.60, I will calculate MB, which is my first part A, right? Again, using the Pythagoras theorem, applying it over here, hypotenuse square is equals to 8.60 square plus 8 square, and taking its square root. So 8.60 square plus 8 square, and I'm getting 11.745, which I can take it as 11.75, right? So it is 11.75. Okay, now the last part is the calculate the angle that BM makes with the base ABCD. BM makes with the base ABCD, it means that this angle is required, right? Opposite is known, adjacent is known, applying tangent, right? So tangent B is equals to opposite upon adjacent, right? 2R. So using the tangent inverse 8 upon 8.60, so 42.92, we can say it as 43, approximated 43. So the angle which the line BM is making with the base ABCD is 43 degrees. So that was all regarding the trigonometry. I hope everybody understood it, right? See the first video as well as the second in order to understand all the concepts, that is trigonometric ratios, sine, cosine laws. Assalamu alaikum.